and good evening, Ma'am Rose. I am your first reporter, Silvestre Matilliano, or you can call me Sophia. We are the Group 7, which is our part is the Product Catalog and Inventory Management, or to be short, Product Backlog. But before I'm going to proceed to our daily reports, I'd like to introduce my co-fellow reporters, which is our group leader, Paulo Battung, and to my other reporters or members, which is Sergius Paulo Sangreo, Earl Toribio, and Mark Rubio. To proceed to my report, backlog has two categories, which is the first one is the admin. Admin, as you can see in that screen, admin has 5 user story number, which we called PI001, PI002, PI003, and PI004, and PI005. The PI001, it have product inventory dashboard. In this part, admin want to dedicate a dashboard for managing graphic t-shirt inventory. And for the acceptance criteria in this part, user can access a page that shows an inventory dashboard that includes relevant metrics and control. Also, in this part, it shows the product name, product ID, product staff, and lastly, for the PI001, user should be able to delete a product from the dashboard. And for the requirements, the admin browse through all the current items in the inventory without giving too much information, showing only the name, ID, and the status. And it should be the admin should be archive an item, and the status in this part is still on progress. And now proceed to our second part, which is the PI002. The module in this part is the product inventory details, which admin want to easily view and manage different t-shirt to see their product information details once they click. And for the acceptance criteria, the user can view the product thumbnail, description, such as sizes, color, material, and price. Also, product must also shows the stock available that is broken to available colors and sizes and in stocks. And lastly, for the requirements on this part, which is the PI002, is to click the item in the dashboard and find the same information from the backlog catalog and be able to change its price. And the status in this part is still on progress. And now proceed to the next one, the third one, which is the PI003. In this part, or which we call product inventory bulk upload, the admin wants to streamline the bulk uploads of graphic t-shirt, which is the data inventory information. And for the acceptance criteria, for this one is user can view a total of, this is a tool for efficiency importing and updating graphic t-shirt product data. And for the requirements of this part, the admin insert a new item into the inventory, and then the status in this part is done. Yay! We came to the second to the last one is the PI004, or we should say our chief product manager. In this part, the admin want to easily manage different t-shirts like stock in terms of sizes, quantities, sizes, designs, and quantities. And for the acceptance criteria, users should be able to update the numerical value of stocks of the t-shirt. And for the requirements for this one is the admin able to manage the item stocks based from the sizes and color. And for the status in this part is done. Yeah. And we came this far, you. Then last one is the PI004, or should I say, archive pala, mali pala ako doon. So pasensya na. So ayun na, in this part, the admin wants to be able permanently deleted or reinstate archive design. Archive design. Siya po yung nag-archive ng mga product na dapat na itago or dapat na i-delete or i-return. Ganun. Parang i-stay lang muna siya dyan as long na hindi pa siya nadi-decide ng admin kung i-aalis na ba siya or hindi. So, for this acceptance criteria, user is be able to see a list of archive products similar to a product to the dashboard, and which is the product name, description that is supposed to be shown on the list. For the requirements of this part is admin manage the archive products in the system, and the status of this one is still on process. And the last one, the last category of product backlog, which is the developer and maintenance, or the TM001. The module of this one is the item inventory database, which the developer want to have a database that can be used for the product catalog and inventory management. And the acceptance criteria on this part is database should have the necessary items be functional as well as be able to connect to other system database. And for the requirements for this one is working database that must be used for the inventory and is able to be used by other system. And the status in this part is still on progress.
Ayan, so thank you, Sophia, and I'm Sangreo. And here's our customer UI, where we can see the dashboard of our product catalog. Yan, meron siyang 5 buttons sa ibabaw, which includes the all, men's, women's, kids, and unisex. As of now, the functioning button is the all button, and then, yan, sa taas. As of now, ang functioning pa lang po na button is all, and the other buttons, the men's, women's, kids, and unisex is still in progress in connection to our database. And, ayun, so, yan po yung mga designs namin. And scroll down, and then, as you can see, they have their own different names. And pag sinelect niyo po yung select options, madadirect po siya doon sa aming we call that product information page, and which includes its full description of the t-shirt, and the name, and the price, the color, and its size. Yan. So, yan, pag pinindot po natin yung sizes, hindi po siya mapipindot ng sabay dahil as you can see on Lazada, Shopee, pag pumili kayo ng sizes, isa lang, and mag-add to cart kayo, isa lang. Yan. So, yung add to cart naman po is dyan po mag-integrate yung iba't ibang modules ng iba't ibang modules na connected sa aming product catalog. Yan. And then there we have the descriptions and description of the t-shirt. Yan. And then the materials, and the material of the t-shirt, and the care guide, yung specific instructions para sa t-shirts. And also, yung aming t-shirt na picture is also carousel na. Ayan. You can see the front view of the t-shirt and then the back view of the t-shirts. And so that is all for our customer UI. And I'm going to give it to the next reporter, Mr. Who's next? I forgot. And Mr. Toribio. Okay, thank you.
Hello. So I will be discussing about the admin UI for our part of the product catalog and inventory management, or more specifically on this part, which would be the back end of our, the inventory management UI for the front end, or should I say the front end of the inventory management UI. And so so we have three components that the inventory manager utilizes, which would be the catalog, size, and color. And first off, we would start in the product catalog. And okay. So the product catalog presents all of the t-shirts that are currently available currently active or inactive in the entire database or in collection. So we are able, although currently we still have not connected the database to make the products appear in the actual customer part, but it should be functional pretty soon after the database has been connected to both the front end for the inventory manager and the product catalog and so on. So so first off, we would proceed to the add product. So for the add product, we are able to add the product name and upload the picture of what that product would look like, as along with the product catalog options, which includes the men's, women's, and unisex, and of course the description of the product, the material, and the care guide, as well as the quantity and its price, along with the availability, of course, if it's active or inactive, and should it be tested. Okay, say product name, okay, pirate, and then we add a picture, we add a catalog, add a random description. This is just for testing. As for the material, and then the care guide, along with the quantity, and the prices and availability. And add. There we go. As you can see, the product has been successfully added with the image, with the product ID, and the product name, the price, and the quantity, and if it's available to be ordered or not. So next up, we would go to the size. So for the sizes, we made it so that the admin is able to add more sizes. For example, let's add a value. Let's say a new size. Okay. So say we want to add a new size for, say, extra small. There we go. So we would be able to add a extra small category, which would be reflective of when the database will start to be functional, because a lot of our products, of course, will have options for small, extra small, medium, etc., and that is applicable to change and so on. And then we go to the color, which is similar to the size, but this time we specify what the possibilities of the products or the t-shirt's color would be. For example, you could add a color which is black, cyan, and many more. So our inventory manager is able to be flexible with the colors and sizes, then still be able to be reflective of its and I almost forgot, but we also have a search functionality when especially applicable to the product catalog if we start to have more products that is able to be shown. And and for example, the entries, again, very reflective of when we will start having a lot more products to be inputted. But again, the database still needs to be connected, but we do have database. And okay, so I think that's all for my part. Let us move on to the database, which will be carried by Mr. Rubio, if I remember correctly.
Hello. Okay. Here in our database it's a pre-finalized database. It is finalized, but it can be changed based on the needs of our system. And here in category, so we have product category ID, and the data type is integer. And if we input data, it should be a integer. And next is the product category name. Its data type is character. So if we input a data, that should be a character, and it is not null. And next is the material. So product material ID is same sa kanila. It should be the data type should be a integer. Then next is the product material name, and its data type should be a character. And next is the product. So in the product ID, so again, it should be the data type should be a integer. Then in the product name, it should be a character. The product category ID is again an integer, and the product material ID, the data type is integer. So and then the product color is a character, the product size is character, and the product price is a decimal because it should be decimal for the centavo. And then next is the product description. It should be a text, and next the product stock should be in integer. Then product images is we will put that an image, and the created by should be character. The created at is date and time, and the update at is same date and time. And that's all for the database. And our next reporter is Paulo Battung.
So hello, once again, I'm the leader of the product catalog and inventory management, and now we were discussing the program and the functionality of the front end and how it will connect to the backend. So first of all, we want to go to the route. So the purpose of the web route is it is used for routing for searching in web. So we use the predesigned route for searching using the Laravel route. So when we search this, we are going to see the product info number 5 t-shirts. So that's for the route, and next is the view. So we're going to public, then the media. So in this media, we're going to see the uploaded file for t-shirt. So this is a picture of each t-shirt. So it is named according to each picture. So there is a back in the front, and what number of the t-shirt it is. So in the database, this is going to be the backend for connection in the database. So we're going to use this in the future for connection of front end and database. For now, we have the views. So the views, we use the big PHP for front end. So this is the code for admin catalog for color, which is what you saw earlier and what is discussed by earlier Toribio, and the admin catalog. Then the admin catalog link. So this is the dashboard. So in what Sangreo discussed earlier about product catalog in customer UI. So this is the code for the product catalog in customer UI. So this is the dashboard that was used. So as you can see, this is for now this is static, and this is going to be changed in the future when we connect the front end to the database. So the product info is, since it is static for now, we test the front end if it is working and ready to be tested in the back end. So this is some example of the product info. So it is folder is as product info. So all the uploaded product information as the admin input, this is the folder that is going to end up. So for CSS, we have the public CSS. So we use the product. So this is the use for the product CSS. So this is for designing. So for static design, that's going to be followed by all submodules is the style CSS. So as of now, we don't have a connection. We don't have a connection to the database from front end. So for introduction for the sprint backlog tree, so we're going to connect the front end of admin to database. Then the database that are stored will be shown in admin UI and customer UI. So as my fellow members said, our program now is still static, and it is not flexible enough to process in front end to back end. So we're going to use in the future the API. So we're going to use SAMP and Composer. So for now, we only have the Laravel, which is the framework of HTML for website, and we use the front end for HTML, CSS, and JS. Then for back end, we use the MySQL. So uh, just like what I said earlier, we're going to use this, and we're going to improve this code for future development phase. So we're expecting to have a sprint backlog tree and sprint backlog 4 in the future. So in that process, for sprint backlog tree, we're going to tackle and code what we cannot code in the sprint backlog 1 and sprint backlog 2. And for sprint backlog 4 is we're going to include everything for improvement. So for 3 is for pre-finalize, and sprint backlog 4 is for finalization of UI, backend, and API, including the integration of all submodules. So once again, that's all for my group app, which is the product catalog and inventory management. And once again, my name is Paulo Battung, the sub-module leader of product catalog, and my members are Earl Jeruel Toribio, Silvestre, Sergius Paulo Sangreo, and Mark Rubio. And we're going to see you soon.